What's up, good people? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that you are clicking on this video. Listen, do you desire your life to be something different, but you are afraid to make that move? If that is you, go ahead and stay on this short video and listen as I break a few things down, because baby, it is so important for us to move. It is important for us to move. My name is Christine Austin, and I am here to encourage, inspire, and motivate, as well as train you to live your best life now. And life now, for those that don't remember, means living in full expectation, never-ending opportunities with them, because I believe that God has created us to have everything that we want, our own heart's desires. But we're a little stuck, y'all. We're a little stuck. Listen, I'm going to read this little passage. I am in the 100 Days of Believing Bigger. And before I jump right into that, I want to thank the 6 individuals who have sent me donations and love cash apps. They all came through cash apps. I appreciate you. They are going to good use. And it definitely allows me more time to be able to sit down and put some things together for you as far as content. All right. So thank you. Appreciate y'all. Man, we're going to jump right up in here. So let me go ahead and grab these glasses so I can read this. Now I'm going to start at the prayer, because the prayer is pretty powerful and it's going to let you know what we're getting into here. The prayer says, Lord, thank you for equipping me to lead, upgrading my thinking so that it aligns with your vision for change and massive awakening. Is that you? Do you need some massive awakening? Do you need to change? I know I do. Constantly changing, constantly growing. Listen, this is good. So the title is Bridge Being. The Lord, Genesis 12:1. The Lord has said to Abram, go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. Right? Now, we have been taught to grow where we have been planted, but not how to go when directed. We're warned not to mess up, so we overthink. And in many ways, we overpray, meaning that we sometimes use prayers as a way to avoid taking actions. If that's you, have you been praying and not wanting to take no actions, and praying and thinking God's just going to move without you doing anything? Put that down in the comments down below. I just want to know, because I know that was me sometimes. I'm going to read it again. We're warned not to mess up, so we overthink. And in many ways, we overpray, meaning that we sometimes use prayers as a way to avoid taking action. We don't know how to uproot ourselves, shift when it's time to replant. That's why we can feel stuck. Being still, even waiting on the Lord, when God has already said go, it isn't obedience, it's fear. Our stubbornness, we don't always know where to begin when it comes to entering into something new. And we certainly don't learn how to truly lead other people. However, you are a unique expression of an idea of God. You are a unique expression of an idea of God, meant to lead others into more of God's goodness. If God meant for us to stay in one place, he would have given us roots opposed to feet. We're not here to hide. Hiding surpasses the sacred. Your life is a one-of-a-kind bridge to God and his game plan. You deny others entry and passage when you live out of alignment. So you deny others. You are denying others their entry and passage when you live out of alignment. So when you're not doing the things that God has told you to do and not moving because of fear, you are hindering other people. Oh, wow. You deny others entry and passage when you live out of alignment, when you pretend, and when you procrastinate. But when you step into your anointing and when you allow God to manifest whatever he wants, regardless of traditional or archaic, I can never say the word, ARCHAIC mindsets, you end up connecting others to the peace of God that's long been missing in their lives. When you show up the way that God made you and go wherever he sends you, people get a greater glimpse of your manufacture. And it draws them closer to God, which is what He's after. Glory, relationship, intimacy. We don't get to script it. We can only surrender to it. How do you desire your life to serve as a one-of-a-kind bridge that connects others to God's game plan? That is the journal prompt. How do you desire your life to serve as a one-of-a-kind bridge that connects others to God's game plan? And again, the prayer, Lord, thank you for equipping me to lead. Upgrade my thinking so that it aligns with your vision for change and massive awakening. Now, I'm in this book. I'm in the 100 days. As you guys know, I'm doing this 100 days of basically shifting my life, right? We're leveling up on a different area now, all the things, right? So 100 days, in 100 days, believing bigger. And this is a devotional. I'll put the book down in the description down below. But Bridge Being, that's the title, Bridge Being. Okay, so I'm going to back up. This morning, I woke up, crack of dawn like always, and I had so much stuff on my mind, right? And this is tying in with what the word was today, right? How can God use, or how can we use the gifts that God has given us to align others back to God, right? Y'all, I'm like, this is good. So this morning I wake up, and I am a dreamer. For those that do not or have not heard me say before, you might be new, but I'm definitely a dreamer, right? And soon as I get up, I need to write it down, or I need to put it in my notes in my phone, right? I'm that type. If I get up out of the bed and move around, then, you know, it gets fuzzy and then the dream is gone. So I like hurry up and write it down. Like so much stuff. I scribbled on a piece of paper. I scribbled it. Yeah, that's scribbled. But I'm going to tell you the different things that ran through my mind this morning. And then how throughout the course of the day, different things that I had seen online, how all these things started tying back together to now it literally is 9:30 at night. And I'm like, let me get this video in, because I said I was going to do a video every day. So your girl's going to stick to her word. I'm going to do a video every single day. Thank you for joining. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Send me and share me to your friends and family, because this stuff's about to get good, y'all. It's already been good, but it's going to get gooder and gooder, right? So let me tell you what was on my mind this morning and how good God is, right? And of course, I'm constantly thinking, because now I'm getting back to what has already been in my spirit, what God has already told me I needed to do, which were the videos, which were training, motivating, encouraging, inspiring. I am a digital, I don't want to say, yeah, I'm going to say I'm a digital queen, right? I know how to make things and create things and planners and journals. I used to do the things all the time. Writing scripts for businesses, policies and procedures. Like, I'm that chick, right? And I put a lot of stuff on a back burner trying to make something work that wasn't meant to work anyway, right? And that just sometimes is how things happen. But I also think, like, if we all were keeping God first and being in alignment and doing what He was telling us to do, where would we be, right? But let me tell you what was on my mind this morning. And I put down create/find and provide, right? Budget. So many individuals are struggling with their money. So many people are struggling with their money. It's not even funny. I have individuals and know individuals that are master sales people. They are master in customer service. They are lovers of people, lover of God, lover of all, all the things, but they have a bad habit of spending money. Sometimes they spend the money before they get it. Sometimes they're just giving the money away. Like, I'm a giver. I had to shut everything down. Like, boo, I need to give to me. I need to pay off these debts, right? So having that budget for your family as well as for your business, having that in order is key. Because if you are running a business, if you are an entrepreneur, you need to make sure that you are having some money and saving money to keep the business running. Too often, especially in the insurance industry, sometimes it's fast for us to, make money. And so because it can be fast, sometimes we forget that there may be a couple of days where we might be sick. Our voice might not be working. We may not be able to get in front of anybody. We may not be able to help somebody. So we have a couple of days that we didn't help somebody. and in turn you didn't get paid, and now you done spent all the money, and now it's time to maybe get more leads, or you need gas to go travel, to go door knock or whatever, and you don't have it, and now you're like out of business before you even got started. Creating this budget, understanding even when you are past due on a ton of bills, like how to navigate through that. What is the best way? And I have been doing that for years. I used to run a credit restoration company for 7 years, y'all. I did. I literally still have the videos because I was selling my how to do your credit, fix your credit on your own. My slogan is better credit is the new money, because when you have good credit, you already have money. You can do all the things, right? Your interest rates are low, all the stuff. The other day I was in my iPad and I noticed I had a ton of those videos still in my iPad, and I was just cracking up like, girl, God has definitely showed you some things. Like, I have learned and I've done a lot, but I have all those things. So now I'm like, in that extra time that I have at the end of the day, I'm putting things together. I'm just like able to research, see if anything's updated, and I'm getting these things back together for you because we need it. You need to have your money in order. People that are putting money in a savings account, you are losing money because the cost of living keeps going up and you're not making any money with the money sitting in the bank. But that doesn't mean be a consumer spending all your money on things that don't matter either. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about budget for the family and budget for your business. Then the second thing was mind dump. Doing the mind dump exercises. I do this all the time. I created a mind dump journal back in 2014. Dang, that's crazy. Mind dumping, right? And that is whenever you feel like you're overwhelmed, you have too much going on in your mind, and it's like you can't focus. You need to get these things down on paper, and then you need to map it out. You need to map it out like, okay, what is the priority? What needs to be done right now? Period. And then, okay, we're going to do this first, second, third, fourth, and then mark those things off, right? So the mind dump exercise. The third thing, which also came with like the sixth thing, love journal, self-love, right? Self-love and healing. Obviously, that's going to be coming into my mind once again because I'm back into this space of, before I was doing the love journal on relationships. Now it's a love journal on yourself, right? And before it should have been self and relationship, because if you can't fully love yourself, you cannot love someone else, period. And if you don't fully love yourself, you can identify if someone else doesn't truly love you. So you have to be very clear of what that means and what that is, as well as being able to share your love language to others so that they can see, well, am I going to be able to fit in this mold? So important. But listen, I want to tell you, hold on, because I done got to work on that one. I done got to work on that. And no, I'm not about to, y'all know I'm not editing this out. I'm not, I thought I had it up here. Okay, so I don't. This is my little YouTube book. I write it here and put all my video ideas. I've been doing that forever. So I have so many video ideas, especially since I stopped. But I'm going to have to find that sheet, y'all. Oh, I found it. Y'all see all that? Ooh. This here, I don't know why I printed so small. That's crazy. But this here is 30 days worth of scripture-based prompts. And it is for women. It definitely is for women, but I'm sure the men can utilize it as well. But it is, I'm a woman, so I was focused on me. Sorry, y'all. But women, 30-day scripture-based prompts for a journal. So I have all of those prompts down. Embracing God's love. Of course, it could be for men too. Loving yourself. Healing wounds. Forgiveness. Resting in God's peace. Trusting God's plan. Loving others. Strength in weakness. Joy in the Lord. Patience in love. God's guidance. Renewing the mind. Bright. Being a light. And of course, there's a ton more, right? I just did 20. So there's 10. Oh, I think I have more than 10 more. I did a 30 day. So it's 30 days. Okay, so listen. Love journal. Steps to financial awareness. I was having this long conversation with my daughter the other day, and I was like, you do not respect the dollar. That's why the dollar doesn't respect you. You make so much money and don't have any money. And that's not, and I told her, I said, baby, don't think it's just because you're 26. It has nothing to do with your age, right? It has everything to do with your mindset and your relationship with money. What you believe about it, how you feel about it, what you think about it, all the things, right? And I'm like, I know 40-year-olds that are struggling. I mean, I met a guy down at the casino 2 weeks back, and he's broke. And he's like, I used to do this, and I had all this money, and, and he has nothing. He was a great guy, but he's like, yeah, just, I didn't do well with the money that I was blessed with making. And I'm like, wow. And of course, he's a senior. He's on Social Security, and he's disabled. But he was like, I never thought that this would be my life. And I'm like, thank you for sharing that with me. Because my wheels are spinning. Like I've always said, I am not going to be broke. I am not going to be broke. I was not created to be broke. I've been saying that for my whole life. Like I'm a millionaire. My money is just trying to catch up to me. I just got to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing and enough of it to help enough people to be able to help me so that we can all be blessed, right? That's it. I know I'm not supposed to be broke, so period. So, but it's the things we got to do in our decisions, right? So steps to financial awareness, and then how to create a personal schedule. So I did a poll in one of the women's groups that I'm in, and I asked the women, as insurance agents, like, what are the different things that you're struggling with? Like, where are you falling short in, right? What's causing you to not be able to operate at your best? And one was creating your own schedule. Like, most people are used to being at a job. Your schedule is created for you. And then you come in to be a life insurance agent or a business owner, and you have to create your own schedule. And sometimes people are having issues like, how do I actually do that, right? And so just helping individuals create the schedule, how to actually do that. What are the different things you need to look at? So we're going to have a video coming up for that very soon. And then the daily routine, examples to level up your life in 90 days or less. Yes. Because we constantly have to change, whether you are going through a relationship change, whether you are going through an employment change, or you just don't like where you are. Ish has to change, right? So really being able to sit down and being still and identifying like what is going on around me, paying attention to the different activities in your day and how it's affecting your mood. Like, so going through this changing of a routine is definitely going to be something that's going to take some time. I'm thinking about doing that like a live Zoom, maybe. I'm not sure, but just because there's so many different, I mean, we're all different, but just, I don't really know how to say it right now. But I feel like if it was like multiple people in a room together, and maybe I'll do it live. No, I want to see the people and hear the people talking. So I'm thinking of a Zoom, thinking of like a webinar where we can all talk together and like just throw some different things out. Like, well, this is what I have going on and this is what I have going on. How can I make that work? That's what I'm thinking about, right? Where I'm able to say, well, this is how you can make that work. Because I've been doing that for years, helping people building businesses and maneuvering and all the good stuff, right? That's like one of my many gifts. I just thank God for my gifts. And to think, when I was younger, I thought I didn't have any. I was so caught up in my sister's gifts, I couldn't see my own. It's crazy. Are you doing that? Do you believe you don't have any gifts, or you don't have enough gifts? Put that down below. We need to talk so I can help you pull out some gifts, right? It's crazy. When I think back and I read my old journals, it's crazy. It's just crazy. But anyway, so the daily routine examples to level up your life in 90 days. And for those individuals that are business owners, how to keep your clients on the books. Life insurance agents, how to keep your clients on the books. Business owners, how to keep your customers, how to have repeat customers, things of that nature. Life coaches, yes, I'm a certified life coach. Believe it or not, I went through the courses during the pandemic. After learning all of the different things, I was like, I am not going to be somebody's life coach because I just don't want to be that depressed right? Like, to hear a lot of the people, I will cry with you. So I just learned a lot about being a life coach and the different things and the steps that you need to take in order to change your lifestyle. As some people say, you know, I manifested where I am today. And I'm like, I should have thought that out a little bit further. But the only way that I agree with that is when I was, you know, different things were happening too often. And I would look in the mirror and I would say, this is not my reality. You know, this is not my reality. Like, I'm not supposed to be dealing with this. I'm not supposed to, this is just not my reality. And we're not going to go into any of that deep personal type stuff. But so maybe I did manifest it because I was like, this is not my reality. And here we are, right? So moving forward, after that was this morning, and I heard it and I wrote it down because I said, I do not want to forget it, because I have and have had journals for all of these things. The only thing that I did not have a journal already created for was just the scriptures. But because I'm constantly in devotions, I mean, come on, y'all. Like, I have like probably 15 different Bible-based devotions through the years. And so that made it easy, because like even the one that I have that my girl Keisha just bought me, my new one, right? And as He Whispers Your Name, when you open it, it literally tells you, it shows you, that's why I love devotions, y'all. It has like blessings. So you know that in this title, we're going to be looking at the different things that are on blessings, right? How to forgive, forgiveness, sin. So it makes it easy, living with a purpose, protection. So I literally can just go to that worry. I can go to that section and then see what different scriptures are there. And then I'm able to, you know, put the scripture down and then I can elaborate on it, right? So that's the only one that I don't have like pictures and all that too. So I have to put some work in it. So I had that stuff down and I said, okay, cool. We're going to be updating this shop that I have already, the Lifenow store shop. Check the description box down below, but the stuff's not updated right now. Today is August 8th, 2024. By August 15th, the store will be updated. So I jumped on social media and I saw my cousin, she posted a song I've never heard before, and it was just like, wow, it was pretty deep. And I was like, I really hope that you're not going through that right now. You know, I'm going through things as well. I got you. I'm praying for you. And then shortly after the song that was on her profile, she had this healing journey prayer. And yes, I printed it out because I said, wow, I could put this prayer in my journal. And I'm going to read it to you guys. Dear God, I seek your healing. Some days I feel like I'm not making any progress on my healing journey. I know I can't do this without you. You know all the desires of my heart, Lord. You know how bad I want to be healed by you and at peace. I understand that every day won't be a good day. I will have ups and downs, but as long as you are by my side, I know that I will be okay. Please do not allow me or the enemy to trick me into thinking that one bad day means I have a bad life. You have never turned your back on me, and I trust that you won't ever. Thank you for being such a dependable God. Show me how to be patient with myself and with my healing journey. I walk with you, and I am ready to receive your healing and the blessings that you have for me. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So the person who wrote that wasn't on there. So if you know who wrote that, by all means, put that in the comments down below. I would love to put their name to it, but it wasn't on there. But just thinking about how, you know, different people are going through different things. And as I go through and I see individuals that are posting, my cousin didn't look sad at all. But, you know, on social media, you see people, you hear stories, you talk to individuals that are just life is just lifing, right? We're all going through something. I will say it until the cows come home. We're all going through something. But how we deal with it, how we navigate through it, it's different, right? Some people really are just allowing trauma and drama and pain to just knock them out. And I've been there. I was there with my sister. I was there a couple times. In the relationship, oh my goodness, this goes way back. This way back to my first boyfriend. And oh my goodness, this baby, I'll never forget. He was catching the blues. He was catching the blues, y'all. I was a tomboy. He decided he wanted to go to the neighbor's house behind our house, and my sister rode up around the block and seen his car over at her house, and he had a business being at her house, and he just dropped me off to get ready so we can go to this party. Y'all, I just thank God for growth. I went over there beating the brakes off this little boy, right? And I say little boy because we were like the same. We were kids, and we were the same size. So, yeah. And I was going off. And I remember running back to my house, and I was like, I'm going to slash his tires. Yes, I'm being honest, y'all. This is way back. I'm 50. I was like 16. Don't judge me. But I was angry. I was hurt. I was ready to get it. I was 16, 17. And my mother, thank God for her. My mother grabbed my arm and she said, he is not worth it. You're really about to sit here and do something that could possibly change your whole entire life because of a guy? And I was like, you don't understand. And she's like, oh, I understand. And she told me, she said, if you allow trauma in your life to make you lose your mind, there's a good chance you won't get it back. And I'll never forget that. I would sit on the steps and I was crying, and she would just hold me and she was just like, listen, this is life. This happens. It's unfortunate, but it's not worth all of that. Now, I'm not saying that I haven't had times after that where a man didn't have me ready to like lose it. But every time I got to that point where it felt like it was going to be too much, I was like, no, this is not my reality. Because that's just giving, that's not what a relationship should be. Nobody should be trying to trigger you or pull you out of pocket or make you angry or disrespect you or hurt you and then try to laugh in your face about nothing that's going to cause you to be angry, right? Nobody should do that. And so that's where this healing comes from. It's the boundaries, right? I have a journal on boundaries, understanding your boundaries. And the crazy thing is, like, I created, and I'm laughing because I can hear my ex right now, where he used to be like, you know, you should listen to your own videos sometime. And I would sit here and I talk on the video, and I'm telling you, God be just pouring out of me, and I just be on here talking with my heart. And I wouldn't go back and listen. And then I started going back and listening, and I'm like, that might not have been a good idea for me to start listening to my own videos, y'all, because here we are, right? And I'm laughing, and it's not funny, but it is funny. Because again, Lifenow, that is the name of my business, Lifenow Inc. I had Lifenow Mask, Lifenow Insurance, Lifenow Agency, Lifenow Group, all my life now, living in full expectation, never-ending opportunities within, because I believe that we have everything already inside of us that we need to live the best life right now, right? And I'm just laughing because I've been listening to some of my old videos lately, and I'm like, wow, Chris, girl, okay, God, okay, thank you. So now, after I do my videos, I'm listening to them, because I'm not just talking to you, but I'm talking to me too, right? I'm talking to me too. And thank God for that. Thank God for that. Thank God for being able to laugh while going through trauma, because it is trauma, right? But having that peace, that is nothing but God. Having the understanding, knowing that this too shall pass, right? Asking for forgiveness and forgiving others and yourself, baby, there is nothing but up from here for everyone involved. And whatever is going to happen is going to happen. But if we do allow fear, going back, I'm circling back, going back to the beginning. If we allow fear and allow the fact that we don't really know what to do or how to move, keep us from researching. Google that thing, right? I am a Google queen. I was sitting on the phone with a client. I was on a client earlier today, and I didn't know a word that she said. I Googled it. I mean, I'm telesales. I'm right here with my computer. I just Googled the word. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm learning every day still. And if I couldn't find it, I would say, what does that mean? Because I'm not going to sit here and try to figure out what you're talking about and let you keep talking and I'm still stuck on a word. I'm going to ask you, right? But knowing that we have to change, we have to move, sitting still and allowing yourself that time to be quiet and really visualize, like, what do you want? Where do you want to be? How do you want to live? What do you want your surroundings to look like? Who do you want to be with? How do you want them to treat you? How are you going to treat them? Right? The habits, your morning routines. What do you want to do to make sure that you're making you feel good in the mornings, in the afternoon, in the evening? What do you say to yourself when you wake up? Like, all these things are important. All these things are important. All these things have always been here. They're all around us. But what is it that we're tapping into? What are we spending more of our time doing? What are we spending more of our time listening to? What are we spending more of our time thinking about? If any of the things that we are doing is causing us to feel sad, to be upset, to be triggered, that's your fault. You have to change that. You have got to get into that space of arresting those thoughts, especially those things that you can't control. Things come in out of my head all day, and I'm like, there's nothing I can do about that. On to the next thing. And again, I will be quick to pull something, quick to listen to a motivational, quick to put on a podcast, quick to put something else on that's going to be feeding me and feeding what I know that I'm supposed to be doing. Like, God has been telling me about these daggone digital products for 2 years. I have 2 books I've been working on, half A, right? Because I've been dealing with other things and not focused on it. I'm not going to make the excuse of like, because I could have took the time and focused on it. We can always do what we really want to do. But it makes it hard, right? If we're not focused in, like, we know this is what I need to be doing, and then hone in on it and get it done. So we're at 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to cut that thing down. God bless you. God keep you. Listen, if you're a dreamer, you waking up and you have some things on your spirit, get you a notebook, get you a piece of paper, get you something and keep it by the side of your bed and a pen so you can start writing these things down. Write it down. Write it down. Allow yourself enough quiet time. Turn off the TV. Turn off the radio. Turn off the friends and family. And just get quiet and ask God, what are you trying to show me? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to help others? How am I supposed to be that bridge, right? Of where I use the gifts that you gave me so that I can make an amazing income and bless others, to help them with a shortcut to get them to make an amazing income, and also let them know this is by means of God, that he gave me these gifts and he gave you your gifts. You just needed some help. I was able to help you, so I bridged that, and we all give honor to God. Come on now. Listen, I'm done. Y'all see my Cash App, my Venmo, wherever it is on the screen, and down in the description. You want to bless me, you want a bonus, by all means, I'm accepting all of it. $1, $5, $50, $300, $400. A lady today on her live, somebody sent her $500, and she's a millionaire. And she said, the reason why we don't have is because we don't ask. You have not because you ask not. You have not because you ask not. And I'm going to do another video, but I'm going to end this one. The next video I'm about to do right now is on today, the two clients that I was able to help. And one is a sad story. And the other one, they both have sad stories in there. But on procrastination. And I just thought about it because in here, when it talked about the bridge being talked about us not procrastinating. You deny others entry and passage when you live out of alignment, when you pretend, and when you procrastinate. When you procrastinate, you hurt others. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about that and how these two clients and their procrastination has actually hurt themselves and their family members, and me and my procrastination, because, and I won't say procrastinated because I called them multiple times, but I didn't hound them, and how had I called again, maybe just last week, something different would have happened this week. So that's in my next video. Thanks for watching. Comments down below. If you're still here, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're still here and you didn't hit the like button, go ahead. Just, it don't cost you nothing. Hit the like button, right? Subscribe. Put a comment down there. What do you want to hear about? What do you want me to talk about? What do you want to talk about? You want to jump on the channel? Let me know. All right? My number is 412-609-6264. If you need any life insurance, if you need a policy review, if you need help with locking in your cremation or your casket, your casket, your markers, all the things for your funeral, so that you can save thousands of dollars for your family later, and also have a family support service who will negotiate the prices for your arrangements when that time comes, hit your girl up. I'll take care of you. Promise I will. Thank you again for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.